Here we are at the Kerzner Building, School of Tourism and Hospitality. That's where the program is today. And we have Michael and Paula getting with an associate and going inside. Hello from the University of Johannesburg. Today, the South Africa-America Partnership Forum, Colloquium on the American Experience in Democratic South Africa, 1994 to 2010, at the School of Tourism and Hospitality in the Pretoria Auditorium at the University of Johannesburg on Friday, April 9th, 2010. This will be a great forum, and I'm looking forward to the presentations and the question and answer period. So, good to be a part of it.
My name is Michael Sudarkasa, and I would like to welcome everyone to our first South Africa-America Partnership Forum Colloquium. The theme, as I believe everyone is aware, is the American experience in South Africa from 1994, Democratic South Africa, 1994 until 2010. We are looking forward to a very interactive and informative dialogue. I'm sure we all talk about some of the issues that we'll be talking about today around kitchen tables and dinner parties, about the relationship, but the aim of our focus and organization is to really commence a dialogue that turns into a series of engagements toward rekindling, improving, expanding relationships between the U.S. and South Africa, and particularly Americans living in South Africa. So we're very pleased to present what I think is a very, what's the word that I want to use, illustrious group of presenters, and we're looking forward to their comments, and I'm going to start all the way in the back, because you always want to know who you're speaking to, so that everyone will know we don't have an audience that will take so long to do that, so we'll know who's whom. So I'm going to start with you, Julia Lynn, and ask you just to introduce yourself, and then Andy, and we'll work our way down. And then we will hear from Moeletsi and Mbeki, who will be our first presenter and give us a little bit of background on context for the relationship. I'm just going to take you quickly through the program. We'll have an education panel first. We'll have a coffee break. We'll have an arts and culture panel, a networking lunch, which will be upstairs, a business dialogue, media dialogue, another coffee break, a politics discussion, and then we will close. So, and we will have a reception, which is being sponsored by the University of Johannesburg very graciously. So with that, Julia Lynn.
Julia Lynn Walker. I'm Chanel Brevet. I am with the South African Stainless Steel Development Association.
But I'll just cite one of the most important contributions to the South African economy by the Americans, which was the founding of South Africa's largest company today, which is Anglo-American Corporation. When Ernest Oppenheimer, who was the founder of Anglo-American Corporation, incidentally, one of the names that was suggested for the company was Afro-American Corporation, but somebody said, well, this might be read in a different way, so they eventually settled for Anglo-American Corporation. But anyway, the financing of the founding of Anglo-American Corporation was a 1 million rand loan from J.P. Morgan, and that's what funded the establishment of Anglo-American Corporation. Today, Anglo, of course, is a massive giant. So on the economic front, I think this, today we have many, many American companies. If I'm not mistaken, what, 600? Somewhere in that region. figure I've had.
What are the cornerstones of this US-South Africa bilateral relations, and who is making which decisions and what are the decisions made? So when I was thinking about hosting USA Week in South Africa, I approached Mike, whom I also want to publicly acknowledge and thank for really driving this process. I said, Mike, I want to make sure that we bring the right people to the table, and that's how I was introduced to South Africa African Partnership Forum. And we sort of focus all our energies around having the substantial, serious discussions with the policymakers and people who have been involved in this process around this event. So I want to thank Mike and also thank everyone for coming, and especially those who've been involved in putting this organization together to say, I want us, as we grow USA Week in South Africa, to continue to work together. In September, we're hosting South Africa Week in the US, and we're going into our 8th year now. So I extend the invitation to everyone to also please come. But we look forward to a very healthy, stimulating discussion today as we look at arts and culture, media, politics, business, and we hope other people will join us, because the timing, it is critical, and I cannot think of any more important discussion in South Africa-US relationship than what I hope we will have today. Again, thank you very much for coming, and I look forward to a very good discussion throughout the day.
The South Africa-America Partnership Forum, Colloquium on the American Experience in Democratic South Africa, 1994 through 2010. At the School of Tourism and Hospitality in the Pretoria Auditorium, University of Johannesburg, today, Friday, April 9th, 2010. It was an excellent forum, very informative, great panelists, and the South Africa-America Partnership put on an excellent program.